Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Cheltenham Racecourse here on Saturday. It is the 12th of December 2020. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Cheltenham, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. We're gonna look at the stakes races 4, 5, and 6, the 150, the 225, and the 3 o'clock. The fourth race, 150, it's the Grade 3 Caspian Caviar Gold Cup Handicap Chase. It's Grade 3 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $139,500, race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 19 horses entered, but only 17 could go the trip of ground of 4,200 meters or 2 miles and 5/8 over the chase course. Since this is a very wide open race, I'm going to give you two horses that I think can win. The two horses we're going to use will be the 3-horse Al Dancer and the 5-horse Windsor Avenue. 3-5. You could definitely use them in forecast exact combinations, but most definitely use them in the place pot. We'll start off with the 3-horse Al Dancer. The 7-year-old gelding here by Alan Namix. Sam Twiston Davies on this one for Nigel Twiston Davies. The horse's most recent outing came the 14th of November here at Cheltenham. 2.5 miles in the Grade 3 Paddy Power Gold Cup Handicap Chase, and he finished third by 4.5 lengths. He never weakened out of it, but never quickened up either. He jumped along. He plodded along. I didn't think it was a half bad effort. He's going to have to jump a little bit better today and quicken up a little bit better, but I think as a little bit of a longer trip, he should really have a good run. Two back, he ran Newton Abbott on the 11th of October, yielding ground over the chases, 2 miles 5/8 in a Class 2 intermediate chase, and the horse won by 2 3/4 lengths, and he did everything right. It was a very good, easy return to the races against basically nobody's. And then prior to that, he ran here at the festival at Cheltenham on the 10th of March, 2 miles over the chases in the Grade 1 Racing Post Arkle Challenge Trophy Chase, and he finished 5th by 22 lengths there, and he really just had nothing early on, and also to add insult to injury, he kind of got interfered with in the final few fences. What can you do? But Put the Kettle On just really ran a terrific race that day. Nobody was catching him, not even this horse, if he would have ran his A race. And then prior to that, he ran the Grade 2 Napoleon's Leg Novices Chase at Doncaster over the 2 miles, finished second by length, and again, he jumped quite well. Coming back here to Cheltenham, where he's run these good races in the past. He's going to have to run great today, but I think at 6-1 in this handicap, you're going to see a very good run with him, so let's use him. The second likeliest winner, I think, will be the 5-horse Windsor Avenue. Brian Hughes is on this one for Brian Ellison. Most recently at Carlisle in early November in an intermediate chase. The horse finished second by 2.5 lengths there, and he's really jumping well. Very late in the stage of the race, he might have been hitting the wall. First start since January, maybe needed the race, but he showed heart that day. Two back at Haydock in January on a very sludgy chase course, 2.5 miles in the Grade 2 Patrick Coyne Memorial Altarcar Chase, and the horse didn't finish the race there. He fell. What can you do? The ground was very demanding. And then before that, this at Doncaster this weekend last year, 3 miles in the Grade 2 Bet 365 December Novices Chase, finished second by 38 lengths, and as 88 cents to the dollar favorite, they just went, the winner, Sam Spinner, just won very easily. This horse just wasn't getting any bit of it. But coming here today, off of a decent run last time out, an extra furlong, 5-1, let's give him a shot here. If I had to give you a top selection between the two, it would probably be Al Dancer, but Windsor Avenue looks like he'll be on the up and up also. But to recount my selection for the fourth, 150 from Cheltenham, it's the Grade 3 Caspian Caviar Gold Cup Handicap Chase. We'll take the 3-horse Al Dancer, also use the 5-horse Windsor Avenue. We'll go 3-5 in the forecast exacta, and most definitely use both those horses in the place pot. The fifth race now, the 225 from Cheltenham. It is the Grade 2 Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle. It's Grade 2 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $34,500. Races for novice 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 8 horses going the distance of ground here of 4,800 meters or 3 miles over the hurdles course. As a top selection, we're going to take the 1-horse Ashtown Lad. We'll go 1-4-3 in the trifecta. 1-4-3 trifecta. Top selection, 1-horse Ashtown Lad. The 6-year-old gelding here by Flemsworth. Harry Skelton's on this one for Dan Skelton. Horse's most recent outing came 22nd of November at Uttoxeter. 2 miles 7/8 in a Class 3 handicap hurdle, and the horse went by 7.5 lengths there and just took off clear. Jumped well, quickened up nicely. It was a paid workout. Coming here today, stakes quality horses shouldn't be a problem. He's done everything right over the jump so far. Two back, he ran at Weatherby on the 31st of October, 2.5 miles in a Class 4 novice hurdle, and he won by 2 3/4 lengths. And again, he just jumped well and really didn't get to the bottom of the horse. And then race day slightly got to the bottom of the horse at Weatherby, 14th of October, 2.5 miles on Class 4 novice hurdle. He finished second by half a length. He jumped well. He needed a little bit on the run-in, but first since January, he needed the race. And then his first race over the hurdles in the National Hunt and Maiden Hurdle at Doncaster, 2 miles straight last January. He finished 7th by 45 lengths, and he hit the wall that day. I think he needed the race for experience, but with every single race, his horse has been getting better and better. His ratings have been nicely done. 5-2 is a very likely winner. So to recap my selection for the fifth, the 225 from Cheltenham, it is the grade 2 Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle. Let's take the one horse Ashtown Lad. We'll go 1-4-3 in the trifecta. The featured 6 race now, the 3 o'clock. It is the grade 2 International Hurdle. It's a grade 2 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $149,000, race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have 10 horses going the distance of ground here of 3,400 meters, or 2 miles and 1/8 over the hurdles course. I'm going to take as a top selection here the 7-horse Shad Bello. I'm going to go 7-5-4 in the trifecta. 7-5-4 trifecta. Top selection, 7-horse Shad Bello. 7-year-old gelding here by Sageberg. Harry Skelton's on this one for Dan Skelton. The horse's most recent outing, the 7th of November at Aintree, yielding ground 2.5 miles in a Class 2 handicap hurdle, and he placed behind Somerville Boy. He's running back this one today. He jumped well early on in the race, slightly at the later stage of the race. He's kind of getting a little lackadaisical and really couldn't concentrate on the run. I think he'd need the race there. Back to Cheltenham today, running these decent races in the past. I'm going to give him a shot here. 2 back, he ran in the Kingwell Hurdle at Kempton, 2 miles on February the 22nd, and he finished 3rd by 3/4 in length, and he stayed the trip well. He needed that extra turn of foot. Maybe a little bit of a longer trip should have suited him, but I've seen a lot worse races. And then Boxing Day at Kempton, 2 miles in the Christmas Hurdle. He finished 5th by 13 lengths, and he just never was comfortable that day. Never had a run. It wasn't his day to win. And then before that at Cheltenham, 2 miles and 1/8 in the International Hurdle last year, finished 3rd by 1/2 lengths. And again, he was jumping well, needed a really good run in that day. If he had a better run in, he would have made the race just a little bit more interesting, but he got around the main portion of the track well. And then before that at Aintree in April 2019 in the grade 1 Aintree Hurdle, he finished 3rd by 1/3 lengths. But Suppa Sunday ran terrific. Bavard Air ran terrific. This horse, he kept going. It wasn't the world's worst race for him over that little slightly longer trip than he's expecting. His last victory came here at Cheltenham in 2019 in the County Handicap Hurdle, winning by 1.5 lengths. It was an all-around good effort, but he hasn't run crap at all. Well, the Christmas Hurdle was the crap race of his form cycles most recently, but other than that, he's been pretty good kind of horse, but just lacking that good victory. I think he can get it today. 5-1 will use him. You also have to use the 5-horse Somerville Boy, who absolutely loves Cheltenham. He's a festival winner, winning here quite a few years ago now. Most recently he ran at Newbury in the long distance hurdle, where he just ran an okay 4th. He never quickened up and never weakened out of it either. But before that one at Aintree in November, beating Chalbello, and then he ran a disappointing 5th in the Staves hurdle last year. But before that one on New Year's, very very impressively at 10-1 as an upsetter, and then placed before that in the Cleve hurdle. He likes this course at 15-1. Give him a shot here, and also the 4-horse Song for Someone for Aiden Coleman. Most 2 recent races haven't been half bad at all. Has been jumping well, getting better with every single race. At 6-1, this horse might be on the up and up also, so just keep an eye on him. Definitely uses one in the play spot. This is a very wide open race, and I don't trust a lot of the very, very short priced horses in this one. But to recap my selections now for the 6th, the 3 o'clock from Cheltenham, it is the grade 2 International Hurdle. We'll take the 7-horse Shad Bello as a top selection. Also, kudos to the 5-horse Somerville Boy and the 4-horse here, Song for Someone. 7-5-4 trifecta, and like I said, use them all in the place pot. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKit5. Good luck, everybody.